Hi, I'm Melissa. Welcome to Gentle Yoga and Wellness. Each week, I post 3 new yoga videos, so please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Today, I have a slow flow yoga class, especially for seniors and beginners. We'll start today's class in a seated warm-up. After our warm-up, we'll move into a standing position. We'll stay standing for that portion of the class, so there'll be no up and down. After the standing portion, we'll come back down to our mat. We'll lie on our back for some relaxing, cool down movement. All right, let's get started. You can sit cross-legged, just like I'm sitting right now. Take a moment, make sure that your sit bones are firmly rooted into the earth. Gently roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, and sit up tall. Once you are sitting up tall, take both of your hands behind your head. Take your elbows wide out to the sides of your body. We'll move here with our breath. So start to take a deep breath in and take your gaze up to the sky. As you exhale, bring your elbows together and round your back. Inhale, open the elbows wide. Take your gaze up to the sky. Exhale, begin to round through the back and bring your elbows together. Inhale, open through the chest. And then exhale, bring your elbows together, round through the back. Do that 2 more times. Deep breath in. And then exhale, let it go. Once more, inhale. And then exhale, release. Good. And take your hands down to your thighs. From here, we're going to take our gaze over our right shoulder. So slowly start to bring your gaze over your right shoulder. And then start to move your head and take your gaze over your left shoulder. And we'll do that 1 more time on each side. Slowly start to turn your head and take your gaze over your right shoulder. And then begin to rotate your head and take your gaze over your left shoulder. Great job. You can take your gaze back to center. From here, we'll come into tabletop position. So start to thread your legs behind you and come onto your hands and your knees. In tabletop position, take a moment and make sure that your knees are stacked under your hips and make sure that your wrists are stacked under your shoulders. Spread your fingertips out wide, come to a neutral spine and take your gaze in front of you. We'll do some cat-cows here with our breath. So begin to inhale and lift your gaze, slightly arch your back. As you exhale, round your back and take your gaze inward. Inhale, lift through the chest, take your gaze slightly up. Exhale, begin to round your back and take your gaze inward. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together as you open your chest. Exhale, hollow out your belly and push the floor away from you. Inhale, rise for cow pose. And then exhale, release to cat pose. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Once more, deep breath in. And exhale, slowly release. Good. You can come back to a neutral spine. Come back to your tabletop position. From here, take your knees wide out to the sides of your mat. We're going to come to child's pose. For child's pose, you can reach your fingertips to the top of the mat and relax your forehead down to the earth. If your forehead is not reaching all the way down to the earth, you're welcome to use a block on the lowest setting and just place the block underneath your forehead. On your next inhale, slowly begin to rise. If you're using a block, you can set that off to the side. Curl your toes underneath behind you and sit on your heels. We're coming into a toe squat. So this toe squat is a really great stretch to stretch the fascia that runs all the way from your feet up through your legs. So you'll feel this stretch in your feet and in your legs. I feel it a lot in my feet. Let's roll our shoulder blades back, lift the chest. From here, we'll do a few shoulder shrugs. You can start to take your shoulders up, back, and down. And do that again. Take the shoulders up, back, and down. And twice more, just continue to move your shoulders in a circular motion. Think about relaxing and releasing the shoulders. Good. Relax your shoulders down. From here, start to straighten your legs and come up to a standing position. From a standing position, start to step your left foot forward towards the short end of your mat. Come into a high lunge stance. So you'll come up onto the ball of your back foot. Have a slight bend through your front knee. Lift your chest, roll your shoulders back, and slightly tuck your tailbone. Good. Think about lengthening through the crown of your head. Once you have your balance, take an inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, cactus your arms open. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, squeeze your shoulders together, open through the chest. Good. Twice more. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, open through the chest. Good. One more time. Inhale and rise. And then exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good. You can relax the arms down to the sides of the body. From here, rotate your back foot to about a 90-degree angle. It can be somewhere between 90 and 45. Just notice what feels good to your hip. Bend through your front knee. We're coming into our warrior two stance. So take a peek down. You want your knee to be stacked right over your ankle. So you don't want to be here. So make sure you have good alignment in your feet. Gently roll the shoulder blades back. And then reach your arms out towards the horizon. So you're reaching your fingertips towards opposite walls. And then take your gaze over your front middle finger. Just pause here for a moment and breathe into our warrior two stance. On your next inhale, begin to straighten your front leg. Take your hands together overhead. As you exhale, return to warrior two pose. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Take the palms of your hands together overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior two. Once more with your breath, inhale and reach up. And then exhale, warrior two stance. From here, take your front forearm down to your front thigh. You can relax your back arm for just a moment. Good. We're going to make a circular motion with our right arm. So it looks like this. You can start to reach forward, rotate your chest forward, bring your arm down. And then as you bring your arm up, rotate your chest up. We'll do that again. Make a big circle. And then just think about your chest kind of following that arm around the body. We'll do that 2 more times. Good, getting some mobility and movement in the shoulder. Once more, just take this nice and slow. Great job. You can relax your arm down. Return to warrior 2 stance. So reach your arms towards the horizon. Look over your front middle finger. Take a deep breath in and then relax the arms down to the sides of your body. Begin to rotate your feet to face the long end of the mat. We're coming into a wide-legged stance. And once you're facing the long end of the mat, then you're going to rotate your feet out to a 45-degree angle. So opening up a little bit in the hips. Bend your knees and sit your hips back. So this is called horse pose. And in horse pose, you really want to make sure that your hips are back. So you're not coming here, but you're sitting your hips back and then you're staying lifted with the chest. Okay, take your hands down to your thighs. One at a time, we're going to bring our shoulder in towards midline. So you can start with the right shoulder. And then start to straighten your arms, come back to center, and then come to the left shoulder. Start to bring your left shoulder in towards midline, and then come back to center. We'll do that again on each side. Bring your right shoulder in. And you can start to return, come back to center, and then bring your left shoulder in. Good, come back to center. You can straighten your legs. From here, reach both of your arms out wide. Come into star pose. Think about lifting your chest and take your gaze slightly up. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring hands to prayer center. Bend your knees deeply. Come back to horse pose. Inhale, rise to star. Exhale, sit back to horse. We'll do that a couple more times with our breath. Inhale. And then exhale, horse pose. One more time. Inhale, rise to star pose. Exhale, sit back to horse. Nice job. You can straighten the legs, relax your arms to the sides of your body. From here, we're going to rotate our feet to face the short end of the mat. So now you're coming to the opposite end of the mat. Come back to your high lunge stance. So start to bend your knee and then come up onto the back ball of your foot. So you're on the ball of your left foot and then slight bend in the right knee. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chest. Once you have your balance, and once you're standing up tall, take an inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, cactus the arms open, take your gaze up. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. We'll do that 2 more times. Deep breath in and reach. Exhale, cactus the arms open. Good. Inhale and rise. And then exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. You can relax the arms down to the sides of the body. Rotate your back foot out at about a 90-degree angle. Remember, it can be a little bit less. It can be somewhere between 45 degrees to 90 degrees. Coming back to our warrior 2 stance. Bend through your right knee. Once your legs are in position, tee out your arms and reach towards the horizon. Take your gaze over your front middle finger. Pause here for a moment in our warrior two stance. On your next inhale, start to straighten your front leg. Take the palms of your hands together overhead. As you exhale, return to warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Reach your arms together overhead. Exhale, warrior two. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale and rise. Exhale, warrior two pose. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, return to warrior two. From here, take your front forearm to your front thigh. You can relax your back arm for a moment. We're gonna come into that big circle. So you might remember this from the opposite side. We'll start to come around. And then as you come forward, I want you to rotate your chest with your arm. So bring your arm all the way around and then rotate your chest up towards the sky. And then as you bring your hand down, rotate your chest down. You got it. Let's do that a few more times. Open up with the arm. And then begin to rotate around. Start to breathe with this movement. And just take it nice and slow. We'll do that once more. Big circle all the way around. Great job. You can relax. Return to warrior two stance. So tee out those arms. Take your gaze over the front middle finger. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, relax your arms down to the sides of your body. From here, step your back foot forward to meet the front foot so that you're standing at the top of your mat. Begin to bend your knees and lower yourself down onto your mat. Once you have lowered yourself down onto your mat, slowly start to come down onto your hips. Keep your knees bent. Reach your hands in front of you. Use your abdominals to slowly start to lower your upper body down to the mat. Come down to a lying position. Keep your knees bent. You can move your heels a little bit closer to your hips. Come into a bridge flow here. So on your next inhale, take both of your hands overhead. Bring your biceps up by your ears. As you exhale, slowly lower your hands down to your hips. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Bring your biceps by your ears. And then as you exhale, slowly lower your hands back down towards your hips. Let's do that twice more with our breath. Inhale, reach overhead. And then exhale, slowly lower your hands down to the earth. And once more, take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, lower your hands back down to your mat. This time, plant your hands down to your mat. On your next inhale, begin to lift your hips off of your mat by engaging your glutes. As you exhale, lower your hips back down to the mat. Do that again. Inhale, reach your hips up towards the sky. And then exhale, lower your hips down to the mat. And twice more with our breath. Inhale. And then exhale, release. Good. Deep breath in, lift your hips. Exhale, lower your hips back down to your mat. You can relax your hips down. This time as you inhale, we're going to lift both the arms and the hips at the same time. So inhale, reach your arms up, lift your hips up towards the sky. As you exhale, lower both of the hands and the hips down to the mat.
We'll do that again. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, lift the hips. Exhale, lower the hands and the hips down to the earth. We'll do that twice more with our breath. Inhale and rise. And then exhale, release. Once more, take a deep breath in, lift the arms and the hips. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Nice job. You can plant your hips and your hands to the earth. Hug both of your knees into your chest. Gently begin to rock from side to side. Give yourself a little back massage today. You worked hard in our practice, and now it's time to release and relax. So you can move in a circular motion. You can make a figure 8 pattern. Just start to move in a way that feels good for your body. Once you feel complete, you can release your hands from your legs. Extend your legs out long. Point your toes. Reach both of your hands overhead and come into a full body stretch. So think about reaching through the fingertips, reach through the toes, grow long and tall through your entire body. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you can relax your arms to the sides of your body. Begin to rock onto one side. You can use your hand to push yourself up and come to a seated position. Take your hands to prayer center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope to see you soon. Namaste.